The Old West, a time when life was simpler but also significantly more likely to end in a bar fight, snake bite, or really bad decisions involving dynamite. You've heard the glamorous stories: cowboys riding into the sunset, gold rushes, heroic sheriffs facing off against dastardly villains. Yeah, forget all that. The real Wild West was way messier, weirder, and honestly, way more interesting. This was an era when the United States decided, hey, let's just keep going west until we run out of land. Spoiler, they did. Along the way, they picked up a ragtag crew of hopefuls, drifters, hustlers, and the occasional outlaw with an ego bigger than Texas. These folks weren't just living the American dream, they were surviving it. Take Jesse James, for example. The guy was basically the original influencer. He'd send letters to newspapers bragging about his robberies, ensuring his legend grew. Imagine if Instagram existed back then. He'd have been posting selfies with bags of cash and hashtags like #BanditLife. Or Billy the Kid, who supposedly shot a guy over a card game. Talk about taking Uno way too seriously. But it wasn't all about outlaws. The West was full of hardworking folks who made sure everything didn't fall apart completely. Chinese immigrants, for example, built huge sections of the Transcontinental Railroad, all while being treated horribly. And women? Oh, they were total badasses. Calamity Jane was out there out drinking and out shooting the guys, while Pearl Hart decided robbing a stagecoach sounded like a fun career move. Bold choice, Pearl. And don't even get me started on justice. Roy Bean, the self-proclaimed law west of the Pecos, was a judge who held court in his saloon. His rulings were, let's say, creative. One time he fined a dead man $40 and kept the money because, well, why not? Meanwhile, real dangers like disease, hunger, and unpredictable weather made gunfights look like minor inconveniences. Oh, and let's not forget the cultural mashup. While settlers were busy staking claims and losing poker games, Native American tribes were fighting tooth and nail to protect their lands. Their stories of bravery and resilience put most Western heroes to shame. Here's a fun fact. Despite what Hollywood shows you, most people in the West didn't even own guns. They were expensive. Many just carried knives, or, let's be real, ran away from trouble faster than you'd think someone could in cowboy boots. And those epic duels at high noon? Yeah, almost never happened. Most shootouts were chaotic, unplanned, and usually involved someone accidentally shooting themselves. Now, here's the kicker. With some AI wizardry, we're bringing the Wild West back to life. Imagine those dusty old photographs coming alive with a wink and a smirk. Ever wanted to see a grizzled prospector blink? Or an outlaw give you that "I totally robbed a train yesterday" look? Well, you're in for a treat. So saddle up, partner. We're about to dive headfirst into the weird, wild, and wacky world of the Old West. Grab your cowboy hat or a snack, whatever works, and let's get the show on the road. favorite thing about the Wild West? Is it the larger-than-life outlaws, the fearless frontierswomen, or maybe just the sheer audacity of wearing cowboy boots every day? Drop a comment below and let us know what you'd have loved or hated about living back then. And hey, don't be shy. Whether you'd ride with the bandits or run the general store, we want to hear your Old West vibes. So, until next time, keep your lasso loose, your poker face sharp, and remember, always check your boots for snakes.